name's Chelsea and I live in Invermere, BC, and I'm 37. So COVID been going on for a couple of years, and I'm sure most people understand that situation. I was also taking on a new role at work, a full-time role, and also living and working out of 470 square feet with my husband and my dog. So between COVID and that living situation, yeah, my habits got really, really bad and I had lots and lots of stress. Yes, so I have a history of PCOS. So I struggled with that for years until like some diet changes helped. But I think if you're not careful, it can always rear its head again. And then also I've had SIBO for 5 years. And so I'm finally on track with that. But in the meantime, those 5 years allow the SIBO to kind of wreck your digestive tract, and which basically throws your whole body off. So just been struggling with those two main things have been really hard. I think I was skeptical about sustainability because anything else I've tried in the past was good for a time, and then something would throw me off. Like for instance, SIBO would throw me off and I just didn't know what to eat or what to do or how to handle it or what's too much exercise or what's not enough. Like it just, everything else has been okay for a bit, and then life or even a vacation would throw me off. So that's why I was skeptical, but willing to try. So many friends, I've had so many friends signed up with you. And my one friend in particular just had, I think she's been with you for a year and she had incredible results, but she also, we went away on the weekend together and she wasn't worried about it. She wasn't, bringing her own food to the restaurant, which I think is absolutely insane. I can't live like that. And she was having a great time. So it just made me look into it. Yeah. I've had about 10 pounds weight loss, which is great. But I have to say also, my sleep's better and I'm learning to reduce my stress way better. I think that was one of the biggest things, like having that stress reducing activity on my list of things to do that day makes me feel less guilty about taking rest. So that's, yeah, all those things have been really awesome. I think because any program in my head equates to work, I was thinking that it would add to my stress, like just having things to check off and, do more planning. But really, it's reduced my stress. The whole program is laid out in a way to help you make better decisions, and day to day is easier. For instance, like meal prep. I just was overwhelmed by the idea, but I wanted to try it. And I thought, oh, it's going to be so much work and so much stress, but it really, at the end of the day, has made my life so much easier. So that was a surprise. So intermittent fasting and low carb I've done before at different times in my life, and they've always worked. So I do find those useful, but I think the biggest thing, again, coming back to it, is meal planning, because all those things work, but if you can't be consistent and if you can't make good decisions in the moment when life is really stressful or emotional or you're traveling, then it's not going to work because you can't stick with it. So I think that's been the most exciting part, is learning how to meal plan and actually enjoying it, and then mixing it up and learning how to make those decisions for myself and what to plan. And then I've also really, really enjoyed all the walking. I've always loved walking, but I don't know why I didn't utilize it more. So that's been great to have that to focus on. Yeah. Probably any woman at all. Really, like anyone dealing with stress or trying to get their habits back on track in a way that when the program ends, you're not left to your own devices with not being able to figure out how to continue. Because that's what I'm most excited about, is being able to continue this. I have a plan for life. So anyone struggling with those habits, trying to get their habits under control, anyone struggling with stress and hormones, of course.